Van is on the dash. Curt is at the wheel. The van is on the road and we are in it. We are very excited. If you watched our last video, you know we had to move into a hotel for 3 or 4 days while we got a bunch of work done on the van. But we are headed out of town into somewhere awesome. And we're meeting up with some van life friends for a pretty epic adventure tomorrow. So let's go find the campsite those guys have picked out for us. Before we can leave town, we are on a mission. One last errand. We need to find the material that we keep in our composting toilet. And this has been something we've had to deal with the whole journey, and we will keep having to deal with it. Something we learned back in Nicaragua is that the cabinet makers are a good place to go, and maybe they have some of the really fine sawdust from where they're making the cabinets smooth. So we're looking for a cabinet maker right now. We found about 5 cabinet makers in our area of town. This is the first one. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll have sawdust right there. Let's see. All right. Looks like he understands what we want. Curt went inside. Maybe we'll get really lucky and get it the first time, guys. That's Curt at the back of the van. Looks like he's got 2 big bags of sawdust that he's gonna put in the garage. That's great news. Woo! Now we can head out of town and get back to adventuring. Oh, won't fit in the garage. 2 big bags of sawdust. We are in business. All right, we got the sawdust. How'd it go, Curdy?
Pretty good. It was like 2,000 colones, $20. We basically just swept. He had a pile. We swept it off the floor. A couple bags. It'll last us a month. We're good to go.
All right, back to adventuring. Enough of this errand stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we're driving through some really beautiful mountains. Curt has driven through this part of the country a little bit while I had gone home for my vaccine, but this is the first time I'm seeing it. Looks like we got a banana farm over here to the right. Looks like maybe some coffee under the banana trees. Really pretty. And look how they just plant stuff literally on the side of a steep mountain. We're headed to our camp and we have a small, doesn't look too bad, little river crossing, little cascada, little water, nothing to it, piece of cake. Look at there. What'd you think of that, Curt?
Little river crossing.
So right down there is the river. We've driven quite a long ways down here. It's very steep. So right away, we're testing our new brakes. Curt is going down to see if we need to go farther or if this is where we want to camp. He's scoping it out, guys. But it is beautiful here. We have found our camp. And look who else we found. Vandersons! Woo! And an epic river. Nice sombrita! Look at that big old stick. Alright guys, this river behind me, it may look a little smooth and calm right behind me, but this thing is loaded with level 3 and 4 rapids. If you don't know much about rapids, I think level 5 is the top. So level 3 and 4 is pretty extreme. It also goes through an area that freaking looks like Jurassic Park, so that's pretty epic. So in the morning, you know, we saw the Vandersons, we're here with the Vandersons, and in the morning, those three, not me, because my bum knee, and there's some hiking involved, so I'm gonna stay behind with the Vans. But those three are going on an epic, maybe a little bit crazy rafting trip down this river. So, that's pretty cool. And then another cool thing, you guys may remember way back in maybe El Salvador at the volcanoes, we lost a drone. And you guys are amazing because you just started sending us a little bit of money here and there through our PayPal link so we could get a new drone. So we had some cash when I went home to get my vaccine, and also when I got home to get my vaccine, one of you amazing people out there that watch us had sent us this really sweet letter and a drone. So we now have 2 drones. We have a brand new Mavic Mini and the brand new Mavic DS2. So, and it's perfect because one's bigger than the other. They'll be used in different situations. We have a backup drone. What are y'all doing?
Danny's gonna try to catch up a fish. Now you know we like a whole fried fish. So we got a little strategy. If Danny can catch us a fish, then we're gonna start a fire, get out the cast iron skillet, and have a whole fried fish.
Well, you better get down there and help him.
Oh, I'm gonna go coach him up on this one. All right, so you guys have seen Danny on a BMX. You guys have seen Danny scale a volcano. You have not seen Danny with a fishing pole in his hand. And that's what he's got right now. Oh, you dropped the crank already? Oh, no! No. So he was missing a fitting off his crank. I told him to take the crank off and put it in his pocket when he casted. You can't find it?
Well,
I dropped it like right here.
It's right there then. Here, don't move. Don't move. Hand me your pole. You're in the spot. So,
I think it would be right here.
I don't think it would move a whole lot. It would go pretty much straight down.
You got it? He got it! Woo!
No.
So, they were putting the fishing pole all together down there. Danny dropped the crank that turns the reel. Emily went into super fast action. Went and got the snorkel from the van. Delivered it at record speed to Danny.
I cannot
Danny stuck his head in.
I cannot deny his results.
And he came up with the crank. Nice.
Crank it up.
So they were down there fishing, and a very heavy rain came up on us really fast. Thank goodness we now have the trusty awning because Curt put it out.
Jungle rain. And guys, this river is now becoming a concern. What we thought was the perfect camp spot, with these rains, I'm not so sure. We're watching it close to see if the water level's going up.
But we do have an emergency plan. If the river starts to rise, we know exactly what to do and where to go. It's right over there, and we can go straight uphill. So we will see. All right. We're watching the river, right, guys?
Yeah, we got that line.
Down by the river.
Emily, Danny, and Curt are going rafting today on this river. So they have their own raft with a guide that'll be in there with them, and a safety kayak follows along, helmets and life preservers. And you may wonder why they need a safety kayaker. And that's because although this river looks smooth right here, it is one of the top rafting destinations in the world. It's definitely supposed to be one of the most beautiful rafting destinations in the world. And it is full of class 3 and class 4 rapids. So I'm staying behind today. Me and our kitty cats in our van, and Graham, which is the Vanderson's kitty cat, and Sombrita, and the Vanderson's van, while these guys go on a pretty crazy, intense river rafting trip.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go whitewater rafting. This is one of the most epic whitewater rafting trips in the world. Class 3, class 4. I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous, but I am super pumped. This goes through some jungles and through some amazing scenery. I hope I don't get bumped out of the boat, but I'm gonna bring you guys along so you'll be able to see.
All right. Good luck. I'll see you in 4 hours. So right now, guys, they've been in the boat for probably about 10 minutes. They're getting a very intense safety lesson. It is expected almost that you will fall out of the raft during this, during some of these class 3s and class 4s. So they have to learn what to do when they fall out. They're helmeted up. They have on very high quality life preservers. There is a guide and also an assistant guide, kind of a guide in training. And if you fall out, they yank you right back up. And they're learning all the rules right now. All right, they're gone. They've gone around the river bend. Can't see them anymore. We'll see them in 3.5 to 4 hours. Got more rafters showing up. What was cool for us, guys, is we actually got to camp right here at the launch site. So that was pretty awesome. So, all right, I got some work to do on the van. Gotta do some cleaning up, maybe some editing. So I'm gonna turn you over to those guys. Let's watch this epic adventure, and I'll see you guys when they get back.
Mama. Ay, mama. Mama.
Hi, mama. Here we go. Right here?
The launch in the corner over there. The launch is in the river there.
Swim right now?
Jump in? Yeah, so they jump.
You want to jump in it,
Yeah,
man?
very deep. No problem when you jump.
I'm kind of cold, honestly. We're gonna run into you. Oh, this is Danny. You gotta get in, dude. Get in, Bob. Woo!
Oh boy.
Get in, dude.
Oh boy.
It's nice.
Is it?
Ah.
Nice, yeah?
Can I jump off?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Very deep here. Here, very, very deep. Lift.
I don't usually
Look at the camera.
Man, this place was... I like that little canyon right there. That was sweet. Nice.
Yeah, Austin was
Well done.
Austin team.
Well played. Right at the bottom of a cascada.
I for sure hear somebody. There they are. Yeah. Hola.
Only two.
Only two? Okay.
That's okay.
That's all right. How was it?
Amazing.
Was it? Did you fall out?
No.
No? Did anybody fall out?
No one fell out.
No! I wanted y'all to fall out.
Bad. You should have went.
Oh, well.
It was
I think
amazing.
you would have loved it.
It was amazing.
Awesome.
There's a couple
Awesome.
spots that were a little crazy, but overall it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was like a roller coaster. That was wild.
All right. So all of the whitewater rafters made it back safe and sound to the camp here by the river, this beautiful campsite. But before we go, I've got something pretty exciting to share with you guys. For like the next 2 weeks, we're on the same path to the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica as the Vandersons are. So what we have decided to do is team up with those guys for 10, 12 days or so, head to the east coast of Costa Rica and give you guys a taste of what it looks like every single day to live van life and travel. So tomorrow we're going to wake up bright and early. We're going to show you our entire day. And then the next day, which would be day 2, the Vandersons are going to wake up bright and early and show you their entire day. And we're going to go back and forth. So for the next 10 to 12 days or so, you're going to have solid coverage of what it is like to live and travel in a van in Costa Rica on the Caribbean coast. And I got a feeling it's going to be pretty amazing. So tomorrow morning, not in a few days, tomorrow morning, you're going to show up right here on our channel and you're going to see day 1. And then the next day, you'll head over to the Vandersons channel to see what we're all doing there. And we'll all 4 be in all of the videos. So I think it's going to be pretty epic to give you guys a true look of what it looks like and feels like to be in a van full-time and travel. So with that, I think it's a perfect time to end this episode by this beautiful campsite here at the river, and we will see you in the morning. Cheers, guys. If you liked this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when we put out new videos. To see behind-the-scenes action and help support our journey, head over to our YouTube membership page. You can find the link in the video description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in a few days.